Today we have a 2014 Cadillac CTS in the shop because the display is cracked, and we're going to see if we can get this out and take care of this. We're going to start with the removal process. We have our plastic pry tool that we're going to move up to the dash up here, and you're going to remove this front panel here, pry along the edge of it. This will release clips. All these clips release with pry pressure and come straight up. This leading edge here will pop up all the way across. Once these clips are all released, this will allow you to grasp the sides of the panel and pull it back away from the dash. There are several things going on here at the same time. We have one connector here at the front that we've disconnected for the headlight sensor, and then the front of this panel has several tabs across the front that when you go back to put it in have to match the openings across the front of the dash, so the panel will go in first and then the back edge here will pop down and lock into place. Now the next step, we have moving outside the car and looking down through the windshield from the panel we just removed. There is one screw here on the very left, a second here, and we move across. There is a third, a fourth, and the fifth screw over here on the right from inside the car. Now this is going to allow you to take your pry tool again, and along the front edge of this second panel on the dash, this is going to pry up, releasing the clips. Now we're going to just lift this panel up rather than remove it. And there's one screw way up here on the left, a second screw way up here on the right, and this is going to allow us to pry the silver trim panel around the car stereo and AC controls from the dash with the AC vents. It's a little difficult to get over the gear shift at the bottom, but this will remove and we can set this to the side. This is going to give us access to the next set of screws. We're going to open the pocket at the bottom. And with this pocket open, there's a little trim piece across the front here. We're going to take our pry tool and pry this little trim piece from the dash. We have a full library of removal guides on our website at carstereoremoval.com. This panel releases with pry pressure and is going to allow access to two screws here at the bottom, one on the right, one on the left. We're going to move up. There is one at the top left, one mid left on the left side, and we have one at the very top on the right, along with one at the center on the right as well. With these screws all removed, it's going to allow you to grasp the front panel and pull it from the dash. This will come up out of the dash. We're going to have access to several connectors. We're going to have a connector here at the emergency flasher switch. This should have a little trigger on it that you push down to release. And it should pull right out of the connector. The trigger on this one is on the side, and you push this trigger down in, it releases the lock, and you can remove that connector. We're going to do the same for the opposite side. We're going to push the little trigger down and pull the connector out. This is going to give access to the back of the stereo and the display modules. There are several connectors here. Again, the connector on the top has a trigger. We're going to push down. That will release. The next connector has a trigger on the top. Push that down and wiggle this connector loose as well.
Oh, it's a USB.
Okay, this connector will release and be removed, and then we're going to move to the next connector. There is a latch on the top. We're going to lift this latch up and pull this connector out as well. It has one on top and bottom, and that'll allow this connector to come out, and that removes all the connectors. This is how you remove the stereo from a Cadillac CTS 2014. Hope this video has been helpful. See our website for other removal guides and wire harness diagrams. And please give us a thumbs up. Thank you.